Hi students, I hope all are fine. So we are in the chapter Dr. B.R Ambedkar, in which we found the amount of contributions which Dr. B.R Ambedkar gave to our motherland India. And now we have already finished this chapter and we are doing some of the tasks, and we have reached a poem, isn't it? We have reached a poem, Eagle, the Eagle, in which the poet, though it is a small poem, the poet is able to express so many poetical expressions, isn't it? Like simile, hyperbole, and then we have imagery. So all those things we found in the previous video, and during the live session we could not complete this. Anyway, we will complete this particular poem during the live session, and after that we will have to do a self assessment. So this is a self assessment. It's it while going through the video or while having the class. Okay, you just see, I read the poem, the eagle silently, the eagle silently. So here you have a self assessment. What do you mean by self assessment? You are making an assessment on yourself. Okay, just like having a kind of conscience. Okay, like examination of conscience. Like, so here you are making an assessment of yourself. So what is it? So there are five questions, five statements. You have to say either yes or no or to some extent. Okay, if you have done it, you say yes. If you have not done it, you say no. And if you have done it somewhat, you write or make a tick on the to some extent, that box. So there are statements like that. I read the poem The Eagle silently. So if you have read it silently, tick yes. If no, no. Then you have read some part means to some extent. Then second one, I got the picture in my mind while reading the poem. Okay, if you have received, you understood during the video class I told you. Okay, the poet was able to express through pictures. Okay, as you read you will get some pictures. If you have received certain pictures like that in your mind, tick yes or else tick no or else to some extent. Then third, I found out the line that evokes or suggests the pictures. If you have found it out, write yes or no or to some extent. Then fourth one, I understood the meaning of different poetic expressions. Okay, if you have understood, I have already explained it. If you have understood, give yes or else no, and if you have understood to some extent, give some extent. Then fifth question, I have got interest in reading such poems. Okay, if you have interest in reading such poems in which poetical expressions are used, give yes, or if you do not have any interest, give no. If you have some interest, give to some extent. Okay, this is a self assessment which you have to do it by yourself. Okay, that's why it is called self assessment. Okay, then practice writing. So here what are we going to do? See, imagine you are booking a ticket to visit Mumbai. Give your personal details in reservation requisition form furnished below. Okay, so now what we are going to see is we are going to see about how to fill a requisition form. Okay, you are going to plan, you are going for a journey by train, so you are going to book a ticket. So when you go to, now it's online and so on, but even in online you have to fill in certain things, isn't it, in order to book a ticket. But if you go to the railway station, okay, where there is an inquiry, on the side of that you will find a slip. Okay, a kind of a slip in which you have so much of details like this. So you have to fill that slip and give to the give that form That's a requisition form. Okay, so give that form, they give that completed form, filled form, together with money. They will ask how much, what is the cost, or what is the amount, all those things. Once they get to know where you are going, from where you are boarding, all those things, they will ask you for money. Then you pay the money, you get your ticket booked. So these are the details which you need to add, like train number, then train name. Then if you're a doctor, you have to mention that. Means because okay, you are having a journey, and if at all anything happens, okay, if anything happens like medical emergency, you can be looked up to. That's why they say if you are a doctor, you please mention that. Then class means you can write whether general or sleeper, or 2 AC, third AC, then first class. Okay, all those things, all those classes are there. There are divisions, so you can mention, like mention the class which you want. If you want AC class, or if you want a general compartment, or sleeper, anything you can mention there. Then number of seats. How many seats you want? A person can book for 5 members. Okay, a person can book for 5 members. I think there is 5 or 6. We will come to that is there. Okay, then date of the journey. We have date, month, and year. Then station, from station to. This is a the train. From where is the train, and to where is the train going? Boarding at means from where you are getting inside the train. The station name. We have to write that. Then reservation up to. Reservation up to means to where you are going. Okay, where you are going to get down. That one you need to write. Then details of the passengers, their sex, then age, then concession by the travel authority. If yes, you add. Then choices, like which berth you want. You have a window seat, upper berth, lower berth, all those things are there. So if there are seats, your options will be considered, choice will be considered, or else no. Okay, so then name of the applicant, the person who is applying, then full address, then pin. Okay, address will always include pin, isn't it? Then telephone number, then mobile number. Okay, either or. Then signature of the person who is applying, and date where you are giving, and the time. Okay, so onward journey means onward or return journey. If you are planning onward or return journey, you can write train number, date, class, station from, to. Okay, so next note, these are the things you have to keep in mind. That is maximum permissible passenger is 6 per requisition. Okay, a form will have a 6, can have 6 members, can book for 6 members. Then one person can give one requisition form at a time. Okay, one person can give only one requisition form at a time. Then please check your ticket and balance amount before leaving the window. Okay, there it is a general knowledge that you have to check your balance and the ticket. Then forms not properly filled, or illegible, shall not be entertained. Okay, means you have to write it neatly. It has to be the people who are inside, they have to understand what is, they should be able to read what you have written. Then choice is subject to availability. Okay, as I said, you can add the choices like which berth you want. But if there are seats available only, they will consider your choice, or else they won't consider. And this is for official use. Okay, a serial number of a requisition form, this you don't have to fill. Okay, for official use only. PNR number, that is a train. PNR number is your booking number. Then berth seat number, amount collected. So all these things will be filled by them, you don't have to fill it. So this is how we fill in a requisition form. Now we have learning through grammar. Okay, we have some linking verbs given. Okay, like though, although, since, and then, but, as, all those things are there. So what you need to, you need to connect, there are two sentences, you need to connect these two sentences with the linking word, and make it into one sentence. Okay, so see, here are some sentences. Combine them using the linkers given in brackets. One is done for you. Okay, it gained heavily. It rained heavily. We reached home in night. Okay, so how it can be written? Though it rained heavily, we reached home in time. Okay, then there is shortage of water. Some people are wasting it unthinkingly. So the word is although. So you have to add although and combine this sentence. So you have to write like this. Although there is shortage of water, some people are wasting it unthinkingly. Okay. Some people are wasting it unthinkingly. Then there was heavy traffic, we were delayed. So these are two sentences you have to combine and make it one. That is, since there was heavy traffic, comma, we were delayed. So you can also write, we were delayed since there was heavy traffic. You can also write it that way. Okay. So like this, you try to combine these six. You have four more sentences. So you try to combine them, and during the live session we shall have a clarification for this. Okay, once you combine. Now there is something called syllabification. What do you mean by that? Okay, this is finding out the syllables. What do you mean by a syllable? Okay, syllable is a part of a word with a vowel sound is a syllable. Of course there are some exceptions like little. Okay, little. Here we are seeing something called syllables. Okay, syllables. Syllables will have a vowel sound, but as it is said, there can be some exceptions like little. In that we have vowel sound, but there are T is not a vowel, isn't it? It's a consonant. TL is not a vowel, it's a consonant. So that's why some exceptions are there, but E is a vowel, isn't it? So here what we are going to see is we are going to divide each word can be divided into certain syllables in English. Each, okay. So there are one syllabic words, there are two syllabic words, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all more. See, each word has its own syllables. Okay, so when you read it, you can understand. See, the word consonant, we have to split them. Okay, consonant. So it's a three syllabic word. So how can you make it? You just tap on your thigh. Consonant. So three syllables. So you have father, two syllables. Then college. Okay, just make a tap on your thigh and you will get the syllables. Then conversation. Okay, so that's how we find out the syllable. Then little, okay, little, two syllables. Then paper, paper, two syllables. Okay, this is how we find out the syllable. Just make a tap on yourselves, your thigh, and you can find out the syllables. During the live session, I'll clarify this to you. Okay, so what do you mean by syllable? A part of word with a vowel sound is a syllable. Okay, part of a word with a vowel sound is a syllable. Okay, so here we have some reference. Refer to a dictionary and split the following words into their syllables. So if you check in the Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, you will have a certain dots given. Okay, just like this. You see here probability here. You see probability here. You can find out just like this only uh, in the Oxford Dictionary. Words will be given. So you will understand. Okay, probability. Okay, like that. So you have to split these 8 words. Try to split these 8 words and consider or find out how many syllables they have. Probability. Okay, it has 5 syllables. Okay, so another thing what you have to do is look at the word probability given in the dictionary, and probability, the syllable B is stressed. pronounce the word above with proper stress. So each word has an accent. Okay, in English, each word has an accent. Okay, some words will have accent on the first syllable, some will have second syllable, some will have third syllable. Okay, accent is where we give stress to the word. Okay, we have word probability. So how it has to be read? We have accent is on B. Okay, so probability. Okay, that is the way it has to be pronounced. So just check the dictionary and find out what it is. And we have a worksheet, that is collect the incidents of great men and women who showed courage and fought for social justice. Okay, collect incidents of great men or women who showed courage and fought for social justice. So I hope today's class is clear to you. Thank you and bye.